Good day, everyone. How are you feeling this past few days or weeks? I hope you're feeling good or better because our topic is way beyond good or better. Because our topic is about depression. But what is depression? Well, depression or the major depressive disorder is a common and serious medical illness that negatively affects the way you feel, the way you act, the way you think, and the way you see things. Hopefully, it is treatable. Depression causes the feelings of sadness and or loss of interest in activities once enjoyed and physical problems, and decrease a person's ability to function at work and at home. The symptoms of depression may vary from mild to severe and can include loss of interest or pleasure in activities once enjoyed, trouble in sleeping or too much sleeping, much changes in appetites, loss of energy and increased fatigue, feeling worthless or guilty, difficulty in thinking and concentrating or making decisions, and the worst is thought of death and suicide. Knowing the fact that depression is serious medical illness and it's a big deal, it's not seriously handled by the community or the society. Depression is ignored because they say that they are just claiming they are depressed to gain sympathy from others. And here in the Philippines, our youth can easily say that they are depressed in social media without consulting a psychologist. They are claiming that they are depressed even though they are not, because they are just lacking attention. That is why people or the community don't take it seriously, just like in the story of the boy who cried wolf. Another thing, depression is not self-diagnosed. Although you're sad or tired or some of the signs of depression can be noticed, you cannot say that you are depressed. It's just depression as an emotion, or it's just an emotion, not the real big deal of depression as a medical condition. Do not try to be a psychologist when you are not, okay? Well, if your feeling gets worse, better see or consult a psychologist to determine your situation, whether you are depressed or not. Depression is one of the diseases of the civilization, so it means it's an actual world problem. And it is fatal because sometimes victims of depression tend to commit suicide when it's not cured or treated at an early stage. And most of the victims of depression are youths because 12 to 17 years old are prone to depression. Imagine this. Millions of our youths are suffering from depression, but still, the community or the people in the community do not take it seriously. They even use depression to crack corny jokes, and it's not even funny, it's actually offensive. Fellows, instead of making fun of them, let's help them. Let's give their dark worlds light. Let us bring them back to the right path. Depression is a living hell where millions of our people and youth suffers from. It drains everything from its victims until the victim finally gave up on his or her life. Depression is a living hell where it takes away the light from its victims, where it replaces the person's joy into sadness, laughter into tears, love into fear, hope into despair. While you are suffering from this living hell, unending grief, suffering, pain, and sadness you will feel. Imagine this or put yourself into their situation. Depression is like a room without light which is full of darkness, filled with scary, grieving, crying noises and voices that discourages you and makes you think about quitting life. How scary that is, but that's what depressed people feels like, but it's 4 to 5 times much worse. Then the society will judge them. We need to understand them. We need to stand for them. We need to stand by their side. Let's help them find their way out of that living hell called depression. After knowing that depression is a living hell, now let me tell you that depression is an inner demon or monster, a monster who eats and steals your personality. It will take away everything until you feel like you're nothing, you're empty, you're worthless, and you're unworthy of everything you have. Depression is a scary and horrible monster who haunts your life and your dreams. It's a monster that will ruin you deep within. It's a powerful and scary monster to the point that you lose hope. But there are two options for this monster. It's either you'll end it or it will end you. You need to stay and be strong. Choose to end it. Guys, empathize, don't criticize. Instead of criticizing the victims of depression, let us support and help them get over it, because suffering from depression is not easy. It's too hard to handle, and yet the society will judge them for being depressed. This is way too much to handle, so they sometimes choose to commit suicide. Because of this unbearable suffering from their mental health problem and the society who keeps on judging them. Put yourself into their situation. What would you feel? You are being ridiculed while they are making fun of your situation. Let's help them. They are just the victims. They never wanted to be depressed. They never wanted the pain that they are currently bearing. They never choose to suffer. We need to be their strength. Let us help them find their way out of that living hell. Let's help them conquer that inner demon who is silently tearing their personality or identity apart. Let's be the guide and let us serve the light for those who are depressed. Use your heart and help those who are in need. Learn to understand them because they never wanted to feel that way. But if you don't have time to help, then just don't judge them or do something or anything to make them feel much worse. Because they are already in too much pain, they are already suffering. Be a friend who is willing to stand by their side. Be an ear who is willing to listen. Be the voice who is willing to cheer them up and give some advice. Be the eyes who is willing to see their worth. Be the hand who is willing to help them get back up. Don't be the reason for their pain. Be the reason for their gain. Let's help them through their dark journey. Let's serve as their light, because mental health is not a choice. It's not beneficial and it's not easy. It's a living hell. It's an inner demon. It's hard to conquer, but if the society will work together, no one will ever suffer from this. Remember, you're not alone on your You're not alone on your battles. You have us and you have God. Thank you.